TCL seems to be a router that is used by suppliers, basically, of telecoms equipment. So we've got this TCL 5G router. This is going to go to a customer site, but before we ship it out there, we want to have a look at the interface, make sure it's going to be okay. So let's have a look to see what you get. So inside the box we have got the router itself. I've already opened this up and put the SIM card in, but underneath basically you've got this little slot here. So if I find a little prizer tool, if you just open this up here, the SIM card goes in this slot there. It's a nano SIM. In this instance we've got a 3 mobile SIM card, so we're going to be inserting that little SIM card into the device, push it in so it clips down and then locks. What else have we got here? This one is a USB, an old USB type port. I'm not entirely sure what that's used for. We can find that out later. But underneath here's the little pinhole, which is the reset button basically. So if you want to reset the settings, use a paper clip when it's powered on. Press and hold that for about 3 seconds till all the lights on the top flash, and then that will initiate a reset. So once you put your SIM card in, you can close that back down. Also to note underneath here the login details, so you've got the SSID there and then the Wi-Fi key over there. In the box we've also got a power supply, but that's pretty much all you get with this. So we're going to switch that on, plug it in the back. There's no on-off switch as such, you just plug it in to switch it on. You do have an on-off switch in actual fact, but actually plugging it in switches the power on. But on the back here you've got an on-off switch, and then you've got a WPS button for joining devices to the Wi-Fi. So we'll plug that in. So here we've got the power light, Wi-Fi light, 4G or 5G depending on what you can pick up. I'm going to use this laptop, plug straight into the back of it. So I've got a network adapter. I'm going to take this. On the back here you've got 2 ports. So you've got a LAN 1/WAN port here, and then you've got a LAN 2 port here. So if you want to connect multiple devices with Ethernet, then you're going to need to connect a network switch to one of these ports. Okay, so this is booted up now, and we can see here that we've got a 5G light on. I've got our network cable plugged in the back. I'm going to switch off the Wi-Fi on this device and see if it connects. So it has connected. I am assuming it's not entirely sure what the IP address is, so let's have a look. So we're going to launch our command prompt. We're going to do an IP config, find our IP address, so it's 1.1. Okay, so the password, Okay, so the password is also written on the bottom of the unit. So I'm going to type that in. So it's tick the box and then log in. So prompts you to change the password, which is standard stuff. That's useful, but I'm going to say cancel in this case. So we can see here that our network mode is 5G/4G. Profile is 3, so I'm just going to click through next. Wi-Fi. At this point here, you can set your own SSID if you want to. I'm going to just use the standard of what comes with this device. Select your encryption type. So modern encryption will be using WPA2/WPA3. So we're going to change to that. And we want AES. I'm not going to change the password. And then I'm going to click on done. Okay. That's all there is to it. So let's go and open up a web page. We're going to go to Google. And I'm going to run a speed test. So this is on 5G connectivity. I have no idea where the mast is, so I don't know how far I am from the mast. Okay, so we've got 43.4 meg download and 4.43 meg upload, which is perfectly adequate for a few devices. Let's go back to our interface and have a look at our settings. We can see here that we haven't got a very good strong signal, so that'll be why we've not got a huge amount of throughput. Where this is going, we do know that they do have a good 5G connection on the Threem network. Right, so we've done this walkthrough of the setup. Let's go to network connection. Don't need to change any of that. Network settings, don't need to change that. Okay, so basic settings, advanced. Okay, so this is useful, the AP isolation. So this is a way that you can separate the access points basically. Guest network. WPS, so this is the one where you can push the WPS button on the back of the router and join your Wi-Fi using that without having to enter the username and password. Okay, so we're not going to change any of these settings. Okay, so under advanced settings and LAN, this is where you can change your network details if you want to be running on a different network or if another device is doing your DHCP. Whether you want to set this up in bridge mode or not, if it's a standalone router, in other words, if you haven't got another router, then you wouldn't set it into bridge mode. IP password, pass-through, MAC filter, DDNS, UPnP, port forwarding, parental control, no. DMZ. Okay, so there's not a huge amount that you can change on here. IP filter, so if you want to blacklist IP addresses, this is where to do it. Okay, so this is useful. So if your provider is sending you SMS messages to get your system configured, you can at least view them with this router. I've seen a few other routers where you can't actually view the SMS. So you actually have to take the SIM card out, put it into a mobile phone, receive the SMS messages to be able to get everything configured. Okay. It's basically confirming what our number is. That is it. There is literally not a lot you can do with this. So use cases depends on your mobile signal, of course. This device will take any of the SIM cards from any of the providers, so 302, Vodafone, EE. It seems fairly reliable at the moment. What we're going to do with this is pack this up, ship it to a customer site, and they will give us some feedback as to the performance of the router. But basics, there's only 2 of them in the office, so this is going to be ideal for them. If you found that video useful, give us a thumbs up, and I just want to say thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.